Okay, good evening. Today is 9th of February 2026. I want to make a quick video regarding to the institutional positioning based on the commitment of trader. Okay, this commitment of trader data is a weekly data, right? It will always come out on every Saturday morning. All right, so it's kind of like a weekly data, but it can be very useful, right? Okay, so let's go straight to the analysis. All right. So, as you can see, right, as you can see that let's start with the gold. Okay, gold have a very strong move up in the 2 weeks or 3 weeks ago. And of course, you know what happened last 1 or 2 weeks ago as well, right? So go have a big plunge. Okay, by the way, what you are seeing here is basically it's a weekly time frame candle. So that means, only once a week, then the candle will appear. So what we can observe from here is that even though gold were really climbing so nicely to the upside previously, but you see the non-commercial, which is a green color here, green color here, they are not really continuously buying anymore. So when was the last time they kind of like bought it, right? So the last time they kind of bought it is around 4,600, around that region, right? So put it this way, since that period, right, the market are no longer, or the smart money, or non-commercial in this case, they are not really following, really buying the gold instrument. So what happened? Of course, after they stop buying, doesn't mean that gold will immediately go down, but we need to be very careful. This is where they might pull the rug late sooner or later. All right. So you see, after they stop buying, right, this is the highest in the recent days, right, recent week, right. After they stop buying, what happened? Of course, market go up for 1 week solid, right, one strong week, but you see the next week market crash. So we have a sort of like a warning, right? Hey, something is going on. The smart money or non-commercial in this case, they are not really following. This should be a good warning for us. All right. And at the same time, right, you also can see where was the last time that they were buying aggressively. It was somewhere around 4,600 level. So what happened? So last week, right, market crash, right? Then you see 4,600, 4,500 became a support level. All right. So going forward, what can we find out about it? So this in the weekly time frame. Let me move a little bit into the daily time frame. All right. So it's a little bit spread wider. Yeah. So as you can see, right. So they were the last time they were buying here was here, right? So market came down, market crashed down within 2 days, right, or 3 days rather, and they came and retest this level, and they retest last Friday. Right, last Friday they kind of been supported here as well. Okay, but from the COT data point of view, we have not get any strong buying from the non-commercial for these matters, right? Even the small trader, which is the blue line, they are not really aggressive or anything at all. So in my opinion, going forward, yeah, market might not be able to retake the up move immediately. I don't really think this move will happen. All right. Why? Because we are not seeing any bullish push from, at least from non-commercial. So instead, they are still quite bearish-ish, right? Of course, we need to find out next Saturday, right? Is there any changes or not? But for now, I think we might be seeing some sort of swing between support and resistance. So where is the support? Of course, is a 46,000 region, right? 45,000 region, and the resistance might be somewhere around $52,000 region, in my opinion. So at the moment, basically, they are just, after a big swing, they are just, after the big move up here, and after a big sell down. Okay, I think the market is trying to swing around, in my opinion. Just like like a ping pong ball, right? They touch on the ground, right? Once it touch, what happens? They bounce, right? So I think this is exactly what is going on here. So going forward, the goal, I think they may not be trending again, in my opinion. Market will have a big swing. So please be very, very careful trading with gold. All right. Okay, let's talk about silver since we are talking about gold, yeah? Silver. Okay, silver also quite similar, right? You can see this on the daily time frame again. Okay, and let me move to the weekly to make it a little bit clearer. You see, when was the last time they have a bit of like a blip on the buy side? We have here, and we have here, right? So you can see that was a kind of like a last push. So it was here, $79, $80 level. So what happened? They same thing like gold, just like gold, right? They go up without any purchase from the non-commercial or smart money for these metals for almost 2 weeks, right? This is where this is where the market was going up, but behind the scene, yeah, actually there's no serious buying. So when there's no serious buyer, but the price keep on going up, what will happen? Even with a little bit of like a strong seller coming in, the price will collapse, right? This is exactly what happened. All right. So just going forward, right? What can we expect? All right. Quite similar to gold as well. Right. We have not really see any purchase from the non-commercial, right? And the last time that they kind of seriously bought is somewhere around, I would say it's here, right? Around here. So I think 70 plus. Okay, we got two levels resistant. This is a technical resistant, right? This is a $70 level. Another one is around $90 level. So same thing. We have strong resistance and we have strong support going on here. So to put it this way, on gold and silver, right? I will not really want to think of the way that they may be trending in the coming foreseeable future. Likely they will be bouncing around big time. All right. So this is something that we need to be very careful. All right. So gold and silver, not really trending to me. All right. Okay. Now let's talk about crude oil. All right. Crude oil. Crude oil, right? Okay, crude oil. Let me go back to weekly, right? All right, weekly. All right, crude oil, as you can see, right, basically what is happening right now is that we are seeing a bit of bullish push. You see, they have been really going up for the past few weeks already. At the same time, all right, at the same time, we are also seeing a non-commercial is quietly going higher. To me, this is a kind of it's telling us that there's some interest in the buying. All right, then the price is going up, and non-commercial is also really pushing the price-ish. So, in my opinion, this is a kind of like a bit like leaning toward the bullishness. Okay, so what should we do? I personally have some long position on them. Right, I'm expecting the price to go higher. But of course, we still have to be very careful all the time because we cannot really know what's going to happen next. But in terms of all the information that we have right now, right, we have a little bit of bullish case scenario going on. All right, so of course we need to see what our next Saturday bring. Right, if let's say next Saturday comes, right, we have a bullish looking candle. All right, example, yeah, end of this week, and we have a continuous rise on the non-commercial. That will be a very good sign for us to keep on holding our long position. All right. I'm feeling that crude oil might have further upsides in my opinion. All right. Now after that, right, let's talk about dollars, right? Dollars, where is the dollars? Let me find the dollars. Okay, dollars, right? As you can see, right, the dollars past 2 weeks ago, right, we have a little bit of rebound in the kind of like a doji looking candle, right? And at the same time, we have the non-commercial, which is the green line here. Also, they are really pushing the price higher. So, dollars are trying their best not to drop lower actually. So, in like compared like to the like gold, silver, dollars, right? They are all in the very decisive condition right now. So it's either they will reverse, that means dollar go up a lot higher, gold and silver will drop a lot lower, or another way wrong, right? So we are in the transitional period. So not all of them will be very clear. All right, so that's the reason why I think for the next 1 or 2 weeks, we need to be very careful in trading. All right, now let's talk about Aussie. All right, let's talk about Aussie. Okay, Australian dollars have been really rising pretty nicely, and of course, it is followed by that rise on the price side, right? The price having rising, and also non-commercial having really nicely rising up as well. So this is signs of, the bullishness is, bullishness is really like going up and stuff like that. Okay, but there's one thing that we just need to be careful, right? Whenever they are like because they also follow some sort of like a previous pattern, right? I mean, previous high, previous low, this kind of stuff. The previous in the foreseeable past, right? The previous high in terms of non-commercial was here, right? That was the highest at the time. So we will be talking something similar that we are quite close to the previous high already. So this is where we need to be a little bit careful. Definitely, we are not in the earlier part of the trend already. We are either in the middle or we are in the end of the trend. So please be very careful, okay? Please be very careful on that. So this is on Australian dollars, but at least they are not really bearish at all, right? They are stay either potentially continuing, all right? Okay, then another one is Japanese yen, all right? Japanese yen. Okay, Japanese yen, all right? Japanese yen is, of course, we just had an election, right? Because of the election and this lady government, right? The Japanese yen have been dropping, all right, because of this their policy that is gonna be, they're gonna print a lot of Japanese yen passe. So that's why the Japanese yen are being really been sold, right, for the past almost 6 months, right? So the Japanese yen was here and they really dropped a lot. So they are so-called the currency is being devaluing very fast. All right. Okay. But for the past few weeks, there is a little bit of pushback up on the non-commercial. So I'm a little bit wondering, because now this last weekend we just had an election, right? We may be having a sort of like a sell on rumor, buy on news, buy on the confirmation, right? Because election is already over. I think we might have some sort of pushback might be coming, in my opinion, because people have been expecting, right, this lady and her group will win in majority. So it really happened, right? They won the majority, right? So likely once it is done, right, I think market might be rebounding up, in my opinion. I'm a little bit watching this closely. All right. So you see, today is Monday, by the way. Today morning, in the opening, we have a very strong sell down on Japanese yen, but currently they are kind of recovering each already. So, this might be a turning point potentially. All right. So this will be something that I will be looking at very, very closely. So today I just want to cover until that. Of course, next week I will try my best to do it on let's see, all right, every Monday. I will try my best to do it on every Monday. Let's see, all right. So far, right, I am just to summarize, all right, like for example, like US dollars, gold, silver, they are totally opposite of each other, and I can see that they are in the very much of transitional period. Gold and silvers are like they are going sideways swing, and also US dollar also, they are trying to recover. So whether will it successful or not, of course, we need to, you need to find out, right? Because as of right now, there's no definitive answer for that. All right. But from my analysis, right, I kind of have leaning toward bullishness in in the crude oil. Hopefully they will rise higher further up. All right. Another one is I'm looking at the potential reversal. Right. This is too early to say, but potential. I just want to say potential reversal of Japanese yen maybe to the upside, in my opinion. Just maybe for a short term, like they go back to the previous high, this kind of stuff. So the moment they go to previous high, they were likely to retest this kind of level-ish. All right. So the trend is down, but I mean, I'm just saying that, this kind of like sell Japanese yen on rumor, maybe buy back on the confirmation, which is just happened last Sunday, which is yesterday. Right. So yeah, all the best regarding about this institutional positioning. I will see you guys next week. All right. Thank you very much. Bye bye.